So hello, and today, since you guys asked for it, we're doing a part 2 of the Fire Emblem 4 Rizz tier list. Today I have with me here Robo again. Say something.
Hello.
Good enough. And with that introduction done out the way, we might as well start off. Oh yeah, and here, as you may have noticed, I haven't actually done a substitute run. So each of the substitute units are going to go in their own tier until, like, I do one, I guess. Maybe if I do a substitute run, I might make another one of these just for the hell of it, but for now they're going to have to be stuck in their own little purgatory. So first off, Seliph. How do we feel about Seliph?
I feel like he's like pretty Rizzful. I don't know if he's unspoken Rizz. I don't know if he's quite like his dad.
I think he does have to be like pretty high up, considering the fact that he has Deirdre's face canonically.
Yeah.
I forgot to add a row, just give me a second. Oh crap. So, how is that Rizla level, or is that just unspoken Rizz level? Because if we think about it, like, how much of Rizz is based on appearance?
I feel like that plays a pretty good part in it.
Yeah,
I feel like that's how you start getting attracted to somebody, and then you learn if they're
a match.
Like cool to be around after the fact.
Yeah. Let's look at Seliph's Rizz stats then. I mean, he can basically pair up with any woman, but that's expected of someone in Gen 2. Does he have any, like, conversations? Because I think to be a Rizzler, you can't really be that shy, you know? And there's plenty of times in Gen 2 where Seliph gets flustered, if you get what I'm saying.
He gets the brave sword from Patty.
I mean, Patty doesn't seem
what
like
other conversations he has.
I think it's mainly like Patty he has a conversation with, and even then, Patty doesn't exactly strike me as, you know, the heart to Rizz up. So I'm gonna say unspoken Rizz tier, to be honest, purely because of Deirdre's face. I'll be real, it's only that.
Yeah.
Next up we have Lana. I think that's her name. What patch? What did your patch use?
Yeah, it's Lana.
Okay, good. I guess according to like a conversation, I mean, people usually pair up with Seliph, don't they?
I mean, that's just kind of the default pairing. Like, if you don't go for anything, that's just kind of how it works out.
I think she doesn't have a pairing. She doesn't have a combo with Seliph. That's a substitute, right? She doesn't actually have like a conversation. Where the hell do I put her? I mean, looking at her guaranteed mother, it's 18, so she has to be somewhere, like, in the higher levels. She can't just be in the bottom part. But where do we put her? Not unspoken Rizz, because I don't think she's like that. Maybe just bottom of Rizz tier, because I can't say no Rizz, because, yeah, it's hereditary.
She's a cute girl.
Yeah.
I think that kind of by default
I mean, these
puts her fairly high.
I'll be real, a lot of Gen 2's portraits are actually kinda ugly in my opinion. I don't know why, but
I think that's just FE4 portraits.
To be fair, yeah, there's a lot
of the Gen 2 ones are just like ripped from Gen 1. It's like Ares is literally just
Eldigan. I'm pretty sure that's just because Kaga wanted people to have a playable Eldigan, but I mean, just look at Finn's face. It's just very unfortunate because he looked way better in Gen 1. And look at Sed's as well. But yeah. Next we have Lachey. I'm probably gonna say unspoken Rizz. Because think about it, she has like 2 twins fighting over her, and if she picks one over the other, they literally kill each other. She has to be unspoken Rizz. Is she higher than Seliph though?
I would say so.
I don't have any problems with that.
When you recruit somebody entirely just because they like you so much, and they want to be with you.
You go into substitute tier, sadly. Next we have All-Star. I don't think she has as much. I don't think he has as much Rizz as like, what's her name, Lachey, but he has to have something because of the Ira genes. But I'm not sure what.
The problem with Gen 2 characters is that they just don't have as much to work with. Yeah,
they have barely any dialogue.
I feel like they don't have as many combos.
Definitely. That's probably why we're gonna have to use the parents for a lot of these choices. I mean, looking at his portrait as well, he doesn't. I don't know. I think he looks alright. I wouldn't say he looks awkward or anything, so probably bottom of Rizz, because I can't just say no Rizz. That's just disrespecting Gyro. I'm gonna leave him at bottom of Rizz, is that fine?
Yeah.
You go and substitute here. Next we have Oife. Where are we bowling him?
I mean, Oife's got Rizz. He can Rizz up 15-year-old Fee, so...
He can Rizz up like all the 15-year-olds, I swear, but that might go against him if anything. I mean, the mustache... Does the mustache make him more Rizzful? That's the question.
Absolutely.
I mean, I can see the appeal, I guess, but...
The mustache is iconic.
It's very much iconic, but I always thought it looked funny on him. Does he have any conversations in Gen 2, though? He has most of his dialogue in Gen 1, which is just funny.
I have no idea, because I generally stopped using him for most combat after, like, midway through Chapter 7.
That's like the desert map, right?
Yeah.
He's like just a free pre-promote, though. But whatever, I guess. I always use him to the end, but I don't think he has any combos.
I mean, there's no reason not to use him to the end, because...
He's free.
There's no reason not to use everybody.
I mean, to be honest, like, one thing I always do is, if I ever have a unit that's just I didn't bother training, I usually feed him to Julius or Ishtar in Chapter 10. But that's beside the point.
I just crit Julius with Altena at 47% hit.
That's not even fair, man, because in the... They made sure to give Julius in the final chapter Nihil, so you can't do that. But I think in the Chapter 10, he doesn't have Nihil, but I didn't know that, so I just assumed I can't use any skills on him. So I usually just feed someone to him instead. So that's something. I'm gonna just leave Oife in the top of Rizz tier, to be honest. He doesn't have that unspoken Rizz, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll change him later. Next we have Dermot, or Diamute. He canonically has the charm skill, and he looks a lot better in FE5. So I'm saying somewhere in the higher 3.
Probably do unspoken Rizz, because his charm literally gives stat boosts.
Yeah, that's true. Technically speaking, I'd put him below Seliph, because if we're going by leadership stars, Seliph technically boosts it more than the average charm, I believe. Oh well, I mean, Seliph basically has a built-in charm with leadership stars, so I'm placing him below Seliph. You are a substitute. Lester. One thing that's always confused me is, why is his hair blue? Because I always like headcanon that to mean, oh wait, maybe his dad is Lex.
I thought he looked a lot like Lex.
Yeah, Lex. But why would Lex ever get with Aideen though? That doesn't make any sense.
I have a feeling that at some point the characters were designed
to have the
like with specific parents in mind.
I also remember hearing that, like, apparently there used to be a gimmick where, depending on the parent, your hair color would actually change, but I don't think I have any proof for that statement, so just ignore it. But for Lester right now, 18 jeans, and I think he looks more cooler than, like, Lana, I'd say. But does he have that Rizz? I'm gonna say yes, to be honest, but below Oife.
He's an archer, that's pretty... You gotta be pretty skilled to do that.
Okay, but here's the thing, we have a duality of archers here, because there's the really Rizzful ones like Medale. No, there's really Rizzful ones like...
He's an archer and he rides a horse at the same time.
No, Jamka's the Rizzful one, but Medale or Medea, he's like negative Rizz in my opinion. So...
there's a lot going against Medea.
Yeah, so I'd say archers are like a 50-50 class in terms of Rizz, so... I'm gonna leave him above or below Oife, that's my problem here. I'm gonna say below, just because Oife has that experience with age, you know? But other than that, yeah. Next we have Julia. Is this... Yeah, it is Julia. I'm blind. I'm gonna say definitely unspoken Rizz somewhere. But...
Yeah.
I mean above Seliph, maybe? Above Lashe as well, I'd say. The Deirdre genes are just like in full effect here, I'd say.
And yeah.
I mean,
got everything from her.
Pretty much. But does Seliph, like, is it implied that he has a crush on her, or...?
I think when they first meet, that's implied.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that persists.
True. I mean, wait, can Julie even pair up with anyone? Can't remember.
Naturally, I don't think so.
I know
Of course,
Altina
there's
can't.
the jealousy thing.
True, but that's separate. But even without that, easy unspoken Rizz tier. Now,
I think in regular gameplay, she has no love growth with anyone.
I'll check that later, but even without that, she's probably good over there. Next up we have Fee. She doesn't strike me as having any Rizz, to be honest. Does she pull anyone, like, other than, I don't know, Arthur? And even then, that's not really confirmed, that's just, like, basic.
I don't really think so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave her no Rizz, to be honest. That might be a bit of bias, because I think her portrait looks a bit funny, especially with those oversized earrings, but I can only really see her no Rizz right now.
And I think she's got, like, kind of a tomboyish personality.
That would bump you up to Rizz tier, though. Huh.
Not for everyone. Some people aren't into that.
I'm gonna say, now just bear with me for the tomboy statement, bottom of Rizz tier, like, at the very, very bottom. Like, the bottomest of the bottom.
I mean, I could see it.
Next up we have Arthur. Where are we placing Arthur here, then?
He could probably, like, go, like, top of Rizz, I think.
Top of Rizz. What puts him above Oife?
He's got some pretty cool boss quotes that I think that showcases personality well.
I remember seeing his Thracia cut portrait, like, it wasn't in the game, but it was somewhere in the files or something, and the man looks handsome, not gonna lie. I'm so annoyed that he didn't get added to Thracia, because everyone in Thracia got such a glow up, that was insane. So yeah, I think top of Rizz is pretty good. Now we have these guys, the Joe brothers. Johan and Joe Havalia, I think. I don't know their other names, so I'm just gonna keep calling them that. This guy over
Johan
here.
Speaks like a fucking goofball.
This guy, I'm sorry, he's going in sexual harassment here. I don't know what else. And Joe Havalia, I think his face looks pretty cool. I'd say somewhere in Rizz, maybe?
I've never used him, because I always go for the horse.
I'll be real, I do the same, but if we just compare their attitudes, like the fact that Johan's such kind of a weirdo, he just makes Joe Havalia look that much better. It's like an unintentional wingman sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, do I put him somewhere in the Rizz tier? He has a very cool looking face. I'm gonna put him I don't know, man. I'd probably say above Oife, but just by a bit. If we're going by his, like, potential pairings, a lot of people are gonna do him with Lashe, obviously, because Lashe recruits him. And I'd say Lashe is a pretty good catch, so probably over there is fine.
Well, that's also another one where just if you're not actually trying for any, that's just the one that's going to happen automatically.
I've never had that happen, to be honest. Mostly because I go for the horse, and Johan usually ends up dead, so yeah. Now, Shannon, this man, his Rizz levels is definitely Rizz tier, but I wouldn't say he's that interested in Rizz. But his Rizz genes are just out of this world, so I'm gonna say Rizz tier.
You got people fucking copying him.
Yeah, that's like how freaking... Yeah, Shannon is literally that guy in this game. Even without Balmung, you can still basically solo that entire Yi desert part.
Well, there's Shannon in FE5 that wants to be like him, and then there's also the fucking nameless guy in the one village that's copying him.
I think that village is meant to be Tahira, but I can't remember. But yeah, Shannon is very easily Rizz tier. I don't think we have to argue that. But now we're on, what's her name? Patty, and then her substitute's Daisy. Substitute goes there. What do we think of Patty?
I feel like Patty probably doesn't have any Rizz.
She tries a lot, to be honest, and she does nag Shannon over that one sandwich in their lovers' conversation. No Rizz tier. She's like the kind that actively has to go out of their way to Rizz. Like, she has to give Seliph that brave sword. I can't even imagine if Seliph reacts all that specially to him. Or to her. No Rizz seems a bit harsh though, because she has the potential do genes, I guess. It's not like implied or anything, and Dew doesn't even have a conversation with Bridget, but she is a thief, I guess. It feels a bit harsh to put her in no Rizz tier, to be honest. She is.
She's gonna be stealing stuff from people, and then they're gonna get pissed at her.
Okay, but this is the daughter of Bridget, though. Like, come on, that has to mean something.
I mean, maybe. It's like if you could probably do like bottom of Rizz.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't get many Rizzful feelings from her.
That is fair. Above or below Fia, though? I'd say below Fia.
Yeah, I would say below.
Now for Leaf, I might put him. He's somewhere here, I'd guess. Would I say he's Rizzler tier? I'm not sure. Let me think. He does have that one conversation with Nana in Chapter 10, I'm pretty sure. And in FE5 he has Miranda and Nana after him, basically. Actually, no, I have to put him in Rizzler tier from that conversation at the end of FE5, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Seems right.
That is true, I guess. I think Rizzler's good, yeah. I don't know, he seems a bit... I wouldn't say his Rizz is low, but he only pulls Nana, though. But how good of a pull is Nana?
I feel like she would be fairly hard to pull.
Oh, yeah, she slaps Homer, so that's definitely somewhat hard to pull. Next up, we should probably move on to Nana, then.
Well, Homer would go in sexual harassment tier.
We'll get to Thracia one day. Nana, then. I think definitely above Dema. She has charm, and I'd say she resembles Latches more closely. I think she's might be above Celeb, to be honest, because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure she's like the Seda of FE5, because she recruits a decent amount of people. So I'm gonna put her above Celeb. You fine with that?
That seems fine.
Alright.
Yeah.
Next up we have Finn. This man is just sad, and he doesn't approach women anymore. Like,
he's married to his Brave Lance.
That is pretty much how it is. He can't even, like... He doesn't even get the Oify thing where he can marry kids. That sounds bad. But, yeah, he's, I'm pretty sure in FE5 it says that he's, like... He's harsh to women or something. Or he just doesn't talk to women anymore, so... I have to put him at, like...
Oh, he wants Bridget, but...
That's more of him...
He doesn't believe that she is Bridget.
That's more like him reminiscing, though, I think. I'm gonna put him at, like, no Rizz, because a big part of, like, Finn in FE5 is, I'm pretty sure, like... Here's the thing about Finn. Usually, it's said that he doesn't have any emotion after he sees, Quan and Ethlyn die, right? And that's why him crying at Altina, you know, seeing Altina again, that's supposed to be a really big moment, since that's, like, the first time he's, you know, shown that much emotion. So I think he's definitely meant to be, like, emotionless, and you can't really have Rizz if you don't have emotion, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Rizzler tier last time, but now he just doesn't care anymore, so he might be in no Rizz tier just for that fact.
He doesn't even need Rizz anymore because
he's already
in a perfect world he would have already been married.
Yeah.
And then his wife was murdered.
That's actually very sad. I wish they gave more conversations to this man. But he was in FE5,
or maybe
so...
Or maybe his wife was like ID'd and she's just like sitting up in the orphanage.
That makes it even funnier, because why doesn't Finn just go back to her by that logic? But next we have Ares. I think this man is definitely Rizzler tier. But how Rizzful is he? I mean, he's literally has the face of Eldigan, and he has Lean with him as well. He is definitely somewhere high up. I'm gonna say above Leaf. How are we feeling about him with Shannon, though?
I feel like Shannon is probably still more Rizzful.
They both have Holy Blood, though. What skills did Elton have?
I still just feel like Shannon's got the people, like, literally trying to be him.
Actually, yeah, he has a bunch of clones. Yeah, Shannon's probably higher. Next up, ignoring the substitute, we have Lean. She's definitely Rizzler tier as well. Above or below Leaf?
Could probably do above.
Yeah, I mean, she manages to make Seliph flustered, but I think Seliph, like, he's been flustered before, so that's not that big a deal. But the jump between her and Sylvia is crazy. I mean, how much conversations does she have other than her Seliph one? I think that's basically it, isn't it? And she's like very much implied to be with Ares, I think. It's like very easy to get them two paired up.
Yeah, and like they're a package deal basically.
Yeah.
Unless you like forget to go back for Lean after you kill all the enemies.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm pretty sure you can only get Lean if you visit with Ares, but that's like, other than Lewin with the Forseti tome, I think that's the only time like a person can go to a castle and get something.
Because I know that you can just forget to get her and just not get her, because I saw my friend do that.
How can you just forget about Lean after like the ending scene the last time you saw her where she's like trapped in a cell? Because all I was thinking about was Lean in that chapter.
If it's been like half an hour since that happened, it could just slip your mind.
I was thinking about that for like 3 days because it took me like 2 weeks to beat chapter 7. I don't know why I like that game on my first run. It took me like so long to beat that. But that aside, I think below Ares maybe, or above Ares, I'm not sure.
Eileen's the one that pulled Ares basically.
Yeah, and Ares is basically getting hard carried by his looks, so I'd say above Ares. Next we have... what the hell is her name again? Tinny. I was about to say Tail too. Does she have any Rizz? Probably, I guess? I don't know.
There's not really any like male character that she's associated with.
Other than her brother.
Unlike a lot of the female characters.
Who does she even talk to? She has her own theme, I guess, but that doesn't have much to do with anything.
And she talks to Arthur.
That's her brother.
Not really anyone else. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, the portrait, I guess, looks alright. I mean, it looks kinda nice for a Gen 2 portrait, I think.
Well, I have a friend that really likes Tinny, so clearly...
we should probably do him a
be...
favor, I guess. I wouldn't say unspoken Rizz, but maybe around Lester, I guess. I'm gonna believe her about here. How does that feel? It feels a bit too high, honestly. Around here, then. She genuinely doesn't talk to anyone, so that's a bit of an issue. Her entire thing is that she's sad.
That just makes it hard to judge.
Yeah, and her mother was Tail 2 as well, so that's even like... yeah, not that good, I guess. Next we have Faval. He has an ugly portrait, but his mother is literally Bridget, so... his mother is literally Bridget, so... he has to rank somewhere here.
And he comes wielding the legendary bow.
That has to
as long as you remember to get it.
Okay, but that's... yeah, it's guaranteed from, like, the start of his gameplay. He always has it. Wait, I'm pretty sure that means if you kill off Patty, you have to deal with a Faval that has, like, whatever the hell the bow's called. That's kind of crazy. Why would you ever kill Patty, though? Faval... I'd probably put him above Lester. He's just the cooler looking archer of the two.
Yeah.
Next we have Zed. Where are we placing Zed? Definitely somewhere high up, obviously.
Zed's at least unspoken Rizz.
Minimum, yeah. He does have his own, like, resistance force, so he's definitely a leader of some kind. And Leaf does seem to, like, look up to him a bit, I think, in Thracia. So he's definitely, like, a leadership type. Do we put him above?
Yeah, he, like, leads the Liberation Force.
Yeah. Is that what they're called in Thracia? I swear there's something starting with an M. I can't remember the name. But I'd say he might be above Seliph, to be honest. They're relative to each other, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think I would agree with that.
They have different types of Rizz, unspoken Rizz, that is, because he has the Deirdre genes and he has the potential Lewin genes. Because his father isn't set in place, I'm gonna leave him in unspoken Rizz tier. Hannibal, I swear you're an old man, you don't have any Rizz. No arguments in that, I'm guessing.
He's at least not a sexual harasser.
I mean, yeah, be worried if he was. Next we have Corpore. He's a little child, he doesn't have any Rizz. I've realized there's literally no one with no Rizz, it's just all the people that, like, you know, they're not interested. So I guess that's good, maybe.
Can't believe nobody wants the Shota.
I mean, to be honest, in FE4, a lot of these guys are like 15 anyway, so even corporate is not that bad. Like, you can still marry him off and everything.
I mean, he looks younger than everyone else, even if he's, like, not actually that much younger.
How much younger does he look than, like, Lana, for example, though, or Tinny? These are all, like, basically childs anyway.
He's comparable to Lana, but I think he definitely looks younger than Tinny.
Maybe. I don't even think he's that young, to be honest. Like, I'm sure some of the people here are, like, younger than him. I still don't think he's interested.
I don't actually know, like, any of these guys' canonical ages. I'm just, like, guesstimating.
Yeah, same here. They can't really be too specific with the ages, because then that messes up with the timeline with the whole Valhalla thing. Next up, we're fine with Bungim and no Rizz tier though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next we have Altina. She can't Rizz, but that's not her fault. It's because she already has a Rizz partner. Why the hell is Arian here? Or Arian, whatever his name is. She can't build any love supports, but she's basically, I mean, Quan plus Ethlyn, I think that's a pretty good pair. Probably somewhere in Unspoken.
Yeah.
But where exactly?
Like, she just kind of has that vibe.
Yeah, she does. Strong, independent woman, I guess, in a 1996 game. Would I put her above Seliph? She's riding a Wyvern, which is pretty cool, I guess. I might have to redo
It gets the aura points.
Definitely, because, I mean, who else? Do you even have a Wyvern rider in Gen 1? I don't think you do.
No.
Yeah, Altina's like
the only one in the game.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think you even count Arion. Why are you here? I'll leave you with the substitutes. If we were gonna tier him though, it's pretty easy. He pulls Altina. I wouldn't. Would you say that's Unspoken Rizz, or is that just because they grew up together? Oh crap.
I feel like that's probably just because they grew up together.
He's last. No, but Trevon. I mean, I wouldn't say Trevon even looks that bad himself. And his portrait looks pretty clean. So I think top of Rizz is pretty good. I still don't know why he's here though. Just to quickly revisit things. I think Rizz Latier looks pretty set out, to be honest. It feels a bit weird having Leaf and Seliph in separate tiers, but I think that's kind of fitting, judging by what we see in FE5. In Spoken Rizz, do you have any issues with the placements or order here? Because I think there's a lot to be debated here.
I would put Set above Seliph.
I can see that too, to be honest. Doja Face could only, you know, carry you for so long, so I won't argue with that. And Altina and Dermot, though, how do we feel about them? I think either of them could be atop the other.
I feel like I would probably put Altena higher.
She does, like, basically have command of her own place, so, of her own, like, force, so... Wait, no, does she ride by herself in Chapter 10? I don't think she does, I can't remember.
I remember at one point she, like, sets off by herself to go find Seliph. Like, that's after Leaf talks to her.
Yeah.
But I think in the beginning she's, like, with a group of generics.
That is... I think that's it. So she basically leads her own groups of generics that probably place her above Dermot because leadership usually correlates with Rizz, I guess? Maybe? I'm fine with that. Top of Rizz, Arion, you shouldn't be here, but on top of everybody else is fine because you pull Altina. A lot of these guys you just don't have dialogue for, so we can't probably measure it. Properly measure, I mean. But Arthur I think is fine, but I'm a bit biased towards Arthur, but I think if he had more dialogue, he'd be pretty cool. Yuffie,
yeah,
he looks a bit goofy with his mustache, but I guess some people like it. Faval above Lester because of his bow. These guys are basically... No, they're not interested in Rizz, but I feel like they'd still have some Rizz, even unintentionally so. Ulster, poor guy, I mean, he looks a bit awkward, I don't know. And then Fee and Patty, you guys would both be in like no Rizz tier, but you have something, I guess. And then no Rizz tier. I don't think it really... This is more of an NA tier than anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which way you order them. And the only sexual harasser is Johan. I think this is a pretty good place to end it then. Substitute units we'll have to wait for later. Probably won't make another video just for the substitutes, but if I ever get to a substitute run, then maybe I'll do something about those guys. Any closing thoughts then?
Do it live with viewer input.
That sounds absolutely horrible. They're gonna vote freaking... Well, I don't think there's any questionable people to put at the top. They probably bought... What's this guy's name again? I don't know his name.
Charlo.
What a weird name. But they'd probably bump somewhere at the top just for taking the mick. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to end it. Anything you want to say at the end?
There's not even any dragons
Before
in this
you say that, Julia and Julius, they're like pretty high concentration in dragon blood. So I'd argue there's more dragon than like Gen 1 at least. I mean, Julius literally gets possessed, man.
More isn't the same as being a full dragon.
Bro, Julius literally gets possessed, and I'm guessing Julia could... I wouldn't say he does the same, but she gets the literal Nagatome.
Julius is a dude and not a cute girl, so...
I mean, fine, I guess. But, with that, I think this is a pretty good runtime, and I will see you guys later.